Good evening. One of the issues of dealing with the rightly dividing is understanding the use of punctuation to rightly divide periods of time. Hoffman's Common Reference Bible has a very good footnote on that on page 1. And he says here, the Bible may skip several years at a period, Isaiah 9, 1 through 2, semicolon, Genesis 3, 1, 15, Genesis 3:15 and 49:11, colon, Isaiah 9, 6, or comma, Isaiah 61, 1 and 2, Luke 4, 17 through 20. Now, I'm going to just deal with 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 in this video. I'm going to make it very short, and then I'll go through these verses. Some other verses dealing with have problems. 1 Timothy chapter 6, for instance, it also has a division there based on a comma, a punctuation mark. But 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 gives people, chapter 2 verse 3, gives people fits because they look at it and think, oh, it must mean that we have to see before we get raptured, we have to see the Antichrist. But what they're ignoring there is the fact of the punctuation there. And he says, let no man deceive you by any means. So what's happening is they think they missed the rapture. The day of Christ is named with the rapture and the judgment seat of Christ. They think the judgment seat of Christ is going on. They think the rapture's happened and the judgment seat of Christ is going on. So they think they're going into the day of the Lord. For that day shall not come like the day of Christ, the rapture and the judgment seat of Christ, except there come a falling away first, which was going on. That was just starting. You can see that forgeries were already happening. Gnostic doctrines coming in. The Church of Ephesus left their first love. So all these things were happening. The falling away had begun already. So the rapture was imminent. And then there's a comma there. That comma represents the rapture. The day of Christ. They're gone. So what's happening? While they're in heaven, dealing with the judgment seat of Christ, on earth, the day of the Lord is happening. And that man of sin is now revealed. The man of sin be revealed, and the son of perdition. So the day of Christ is occurring, the judgment seat of Christ, in heaven. That's the judgment. That's where that's occurring at that point. At the same time, as the events move on, the man of sin is going to be revealed, and the son of perdition, revealed, and the son of perdition. That's the day of the Lord. So the day of Christ, the day of the Lord, is the same. Buckman has a good note on that. He explains that pretty very well, dealing with that, although he thinks dealing with the man of sin being the Pope. But the point is that the comma is what separates that. There's a falling away first, comma, rapture, day of Christ, rapture, judgment seat of Christ. What's happening on heaven is the judgment seat of Christ is going on, and on earth, the day of the Lord is happening. And that comma separates the two events. It separates that time period. The day of the Antichrist doesn't immediately get shown up, and it takes some time before he actually appears. It's not going to show up that same day. The day of Christ happens. So as that's going on, as he's appearing, and those events start happening, the day of Christ is going on in heaven. So it's looking at punctuation marks, understanding that they can separate periods of time, a period of time. And so that the rapture occurs before the man of sin is revealed. The day of Christ, that day is talking about the day of Christ. It is not the same as the day of the Lord. It has a specific reference to the rapture and the judgment seat of Christ. And he has footnote here, Hoffman, 1 Corinthians 1, 8 through 9. They thought they missed it. So it says, what happens? The only thing necessary for the rapture to happen was the falling away, which was happening already. That was happening already. So he says the rapture is going to happen. But you're not going to see the man of sin. And that man of sin appear. The man of sin and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That comma is going to separate the two events. The man of sin doesn't get revealed in the day of Christ. He gets revealed in the day of the Lord on earth. That's where that's occurring. The day of Christ is happening in heaven. That's what they're afraid they were missing. So that comma separates those two events, and there's how many years is between, whatever span of time is between that, how quickly the man of sin shows up, we don't know. It could be a month, could be 6 months, could be a year. see, he needs some time to start, he shows up and people recognize him and things. So basically, that comma will separate that period of time. The rapture occurs at that comma, and then what happens is the day of the Lord is occurring on earth, or the day of Christ is happening in heaven. Amen. Thank you.